Hello, my name is Ken, a creative professional with specialties in editorial design and brand identity. In today's video, I'm going to share with you the components of branding. Before I share with you the components of branding, let's take a look at what a brand is. So a brand is a name, a term, symbol, design that identifies one seller's good or service from the other. So a brand has to do with identification or something that differentiates you from the other seller. But brands go beyond just symbols or icons that differentiate one seller from the other into the feeling and emotions that come into the minds of consumers, into the minds of employees, and into the minds of other stakeholders when they see a particular brand. So when you see a brand like Apple, a brand like Samsung, a brand like Puma, a brand like Nike, a brand like Adidas, a brand like Coca-Cola, what comes into your mind? The thoughts, the feelings that you have concerning this particular brand is all part of what a brand is. So let's delve deep into the two main components of branding. So we have the internal stakeholders and we have the external stakeholders. The internal stakeholders are people within the organization. So an example of an internal stakeholder is an employee. And the responsibility of an employee is to communicate the brand promise. What is a brand promise? We have a lot of brands that have made promises to their consumers that when you take this drug, it's going to make you heal. When you buy this shoe, it's going to make you comfortable. So this is a promise, and it's a responsibility of the employee of an organization to relay or communicate this brand promise. So however the employees behave, however they act, goes a long way to affect their brand. It could either enhance the brand or diminish the brand. So this is what we have for the internal stakeholders. So in relation to a brand like Tom's, whose main brand promise is to make people's life better, employees of Tom's have to portray this brand wherever they go. So they shouldn't be restricted to just being in the organization, but wherever they find themselves, they should be able to portray that brand promise that is what making people's life better. All right, so the next component of branding is external stakeholders, and these are people outside the organization. And basically, the people outside the organizations are the customers. Okay, so the customers, they develop a deep set of expectations about a particular brand based on what it has communicated to them over the years. Brands are always communicating to customers. They are doing some ads, they are sharing some posters, and so many other things just to communicate their brand to the customers. And the customers, they have a perception based on what you communicate to them. They have a perception based on what you communicate to them, or they have a perception based on what they experience. You may communicate something that when the consumer experiences, they will say that okay, this is totally different from what we are talking about. Or at the same time, you can make a claim or you can make a promise. When the customer gets access to your brand, he says, okay. It is very true what this particular brand is saying, and they can become pro-consumers. That is advertising your brand to other people everywhere they find themselves. All right, so this has been today's video. We spoke about the components of branding, which are the internal and external stakeholders of branding. All right, so thank you for watching this video. I believe it has been very impactful to you. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share. Thank you for watching. Let me shoot another one.